Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things that need to change in Aliens Fireteam Elite, and we're going to start right now. What's up guys, Reckless here and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about what needs to change in Aliens Fireteam Elite, and if you guys want to see more Aliens Fireteam Elite content in the form of class builds, experience farming, official and fan-made lore, news, updates, and more, be sure to subscribe down below and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any video. Okay, so let me make this very clear. This video is not to complain about the game. As far as I'm concerned, Aliens Fireteam Elite is the best Aliens game that has come out within the last decade. However, with any game, there will always be a few things that need to be changed or improved. I will say that the devs have been doing an amazing job keeping up with the game when it comes to its updates. I feel like every time I open the game on a new day, there is an update on fixing bugs or adding small additions to the game. With that said, a conversation did come up between my buddies and I, Saint by Design and Antonius, and I wanted to get the community involved in it as well. So I made a post on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, and the YouTubes to ask the question, what if? No, I'm joking. But I actually did ask the question, what do you guys think needs to change in Aliens Fireteam Elite? And you guys had a lot to say when it comes to improvements for the game, and we will be going over all of those opinions in this video. So let's get started. Real quick, a lot of the members in the community had these same things to say, so go ahead and sound off in the comments if one of the changes that you were thinking of is said in this video, and let us know which one it was. First off, let's talk about solo play. As much as we love playing this game in multiplayer, there are those people out there that would like to play the game solo, and if you do play solo, you are given bots. The two changes that I am about to mention go hand in hand with each other. The first change is to be able to change the loadout and cosmetics of the alpha and beta bots. By default, I think that the bots are gunners, or at least they have the same loadout as a gunner. Unfortunately, I don't really see any of the bots use any abilities like we do, and I think that they should. Yes, they are a synthetic, but they are still on the mission with us. Being able to customize the bots' loadouts becomes more and more important the harder difficulty you are on for the game. I don't know. Maybe the bots do use abilities and I haven't actually seen it or been paying attention, but it really seems like all they do is just shoot, which is fine, but I feel like they should actually do more. So, how can the devs actually change this? Well, this is pretty simple. They can allow you to customize the bots with the weapons that you have already unlocked in conjunction with the recommended combat rating that you are playing on. Another change for solo players is the ability to be able to pause the game during a single player campaign. It is a pain in the arse. When you are playing solo and you want to pause the game but you can't, and then you start getting attacked by random Xenos, and your bots, which are alpha and beta, are just standing there like, what do I do? I mean, yeah, sometimes they do attack the Xenos, but a lot of times you end up dying, and then after you die, the bots decide they want to attack. The next change that we feel should come to the game is a functioning matchmaking system. Yes, the game does have matchmaking, but it's not really that great. There were a few times where my buddy Saint and I were playing and waiting for a third to join us during several missions, but it didn't happen, and we were forced to actually go on the mission with beta or alpha, which they kind of really don't have good loadouts. So the matchmaking system in this game could definitely be improved upon. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the campaign. One thing that I was a little disappointed in when it came to the campaign was that there were practically no cinematics in the game at all. I understand that the game is only $40 if you bought the standard edition. And yes, the devs did do a great job for a $40 game if you didn't buy the deluxe edition, which cost a little bit more. But An opening cinematic for each campaign would have been nice to see, especially when you were going to different locations. Speaking of the campaign, and no pun intended, let's talk about the NPCs and the simple fact that their mouths don't move when you are talking to them. I mean, I wouldn't care if it was like a bad Japanese movie where after the voice finishes speaking, the NPC's lips were still moving. That would even be an improvement for me. That is something really small, but I feel that could have been added into the game or can still be added into the game in a future update. While we're on the topic of campaign, I don't see why the game couldn't have been a 4-player co-op campaign, or at least give you the option. Given that I have served in the Marine Corps for 8 years and 5 days, and yes, those extra 5 days do matter, with an infantry background, 0311 from 28 Echo Company, a fire team can consist of 3 to 4 members. But there's also such thing as a fire team plus, where more members are added to a fire team for their expertise, like if you are in 0621, which is a radio operator, aka RTO, that was attached to an infantry unit for a workup or deployment. In the movie Aliens, which is the second iteration of the franchise, a fire team plus of Colonial Marines went into LV 426. Technically, it was more like a fire team and a fire team plus, given the number of members. Okay, moving away from the campaign, and let's go ahead and start talking about the classes, starting with a tutorial of how each class actually works. There was a lot of confusion when the game first came out for some people on how things worked. For example, when it came to all of your abilities, everything recharges the same way except for the med station for the dock. Now, I understand that diversity for how abilities work is great, but the only way that the med station recharges is if you use a med kit and some of that med kit actually goes into the med station. The issue with that is if you are full on health, but your med station is low, you can't just go ahead and use a med kit in order to refill the med station. So there are a few reworks that need to be made. Being able to be told how the med station works in a tutorial would have been nice. Now yes, you could have read that in the description of the ability, but there aren't a lot of people that do much reading and just want to go into the game guns blazing and killing Xenos. Another confusing thing about the classes was the fact that when we started the game, there was only 4 classes when there are actually 5 classes. It wasn't actually explained to the community in-game that you had to actually beat the game in order to unlock it. However, when we were able to go to the store and buy things, we seen that there was tons of stuff for recon, but it wasn't clear how to actually unlock the class. The devs could have showed us all 5 classes with the recon class grayed out and said something like, will unlock once all campaign missions are completed. I don't know, that's just something real simple that could have been done. So that is the majority of the things that a lot of people in the community that has been saying that need to change. I do have a few honorable mentions though. First off, fixes to horde mode that prevent the Xenos from spawning inside walls. This makes it extremely hard to progress through the waves. This is a simple bug fix, which is why it is an honorable mention. And the next honorable mention is being able to customize your characters with decals on their armor and not just their weapons. Also, maybe being able to customize more than just one decal would be nice as well. These changes are only a few of many that should come to this game. As I said earlier, I love playing this game. This game is amazing. It is the best Aliens game within the last 10 years. But changes and improvements will always happen. That is why this video is part 1 of this little mini-series. Hopefully, one of the devs get a chance to see this video and take some of the ideas that we had mentioned and implement them into the game. Sharing the video can also help do that as well. If you guys know of some changes that haven't been said in this video, let me know down in the comment section. That way I can actually start the script for part 2. Also, if I did mention something that you thought of, that you liked, or was thinking that needed to change, sound off in the comments below as well. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. If you play Outriders, come and join the Everything Outriders Discord. All platforms are welcome. You can make new friends, we host free carries for every expedition and Eye of the Storm, get detailed information such as data mines, patch notes, lore, and we do host free modded lobbies with high restrictions. We have over 1,650 members and it is growing every day, so come and join us. A link to the Discord will be in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey you, watch these videos too. I know you like them. Go.